It seems to me, and of course I've only spent the last, 12 minutes with the two of you, it seems to me like what's escalated is his desire to be involved in his child's life. So I'm trying to make a decision here about whether or not I need to grant your temporary protective order, because I think once there's some visitation in place, and here's what's going to have to happen. Let me explain this to you. If I deny the temporary protective order, there's no visitation, because I don't have jurisdiction anymore. If I grant the temporary protective order, it means that you can have visitation under the auspices, or under the kind of the conditions. You can have visitation, as well as you're going to be paying child support. And I'm going to put something in place with visitation with his mom. Well,
Both of them do all the time.
how lovely. Your mother smokes marijuana?
No.
She does.
Your mother, who has lupus and what else? She is smoking marijuana too? What makes you say that? Do I need to drug test his mother?
What makes me say it? I've witnessed it several times.
My mother doesn't smoke.
Anymore? Did you say anymore?
Yes.
Oh my goodness gracious. So she used to smoke marijuana. She stopped smoking marijuana though.
It's not.
So I have a question for you. Did you know about all of this before you had a baby with this man?
I did.
You knew all of this?
I did.
Well, my
But
good.
the thing is, I thought we would be together, so there would be a more,
Stable influence?
but since I'm out the picture and now he can do absolutely anything, it spiraled all the way out of control. So.
And now you have
Those bars.
a baby with this man
Right.
who has rights to see the child.
Okay.
He is not the kind of person who's going to sit in the back row of the movie theater and watch the picture without going to the very front and making comments. He's that kind of man. He's going to be in the movie theater making comments about everything he sees. So if he's going to do, I know it is. So if he's going to do that in the movie theater, well, my gosh, he's certainly going to have some comments about his child. Comments, requests, demands, and rights. He has rights. Well, my goodness gracious, what in the world do y'all have going on at your house?
Nothing.
I don't blame her. Why would she come there and bring the baby? You were smoking marijuana, your mother was smoking marijuana, had men coming in and out the house. I wouldn't bring my child over there.
This was before the baby.
Sir? Sir?
This was
It's still going on? Boy, this is the first one today. I got to think on this. Goodness gracious. What church do y'all attend?
I'm working on one, girl.
Because I'm thinking the only way y'all should visit a child is in the middle of the church. I'm serious. How about that? How about we decide to attend a church together, and then you sit down and let him visit with the child in the church? Because something has to be involved in this. And I'm going to try to figure out where in the world y'all can visit with the child. How about Chick-fil-A? I'm trying to think of a nice, wholesome place, because I don't want it to be at the police department, which it can be. How about Chick-fil-A? Don't even, I'm just looking at you. Don't make any type of movement, please.
You're right.
You know what happened?
Hold on.
A case like this.
I understand that. Let me have you step out. I'm going to deny your motion to dismiss or to not allow her to testify. Go ahead and step out. Because at this point, we've only gotten to August. You know what, sir? The nature of this hearing is so emotional for this woman who is being subjected to this type of ongoing, that I don't know that it's your client. I don't know that she's proven that it's your client. But it's her opportunity to express her frustration and how she feels. And she may be saying that it's attributed to your client, that it's caused by your client. I'm the one who's going to make the ultimate decision as to whether or not I've heard any facts or evidence that this can be placed on your client. And I will absolutely, and I have consistently looked at police reports, and I will look at this one if we can pull it up, counselor.
And Judge, I understand the evidence.
Noted, noted, noted. You can have a seat. You understand? You can't be a single married man meaning you moved out, you have a new relationship, you have a new home, and you're single. It's one small little wrinkle. You're married. Have you talked to your wife? Have you had any counseling, or have you done anything to see if this is a marriage that you can save?
Okay.
Or do you I just am asking a very simple yes or no question. So hold on. So he has a girlfriend in Florida and one here in Georgia, or is that the one he moved to? Oh, he has lots of... No. Why are you smiling? That is not a compliment. Sir, let me have you come to the podium. Come to the podium, please. To file a temporary protective order, to have your wife stay away from you so you can live the life that you want to live, is insulting to me. I don't think she is a threat to you. I don't see that she's going to harm you. I think what you're trying to do is make sure she doesn't come around you. That is not the intent of a temporary protective order. Sir, if you know that this is a marriage that you no longer want to be in, despite your wife and how she cares about you, then you need to be a man and do what it is that you need to do and stop stringing her along. Because that's what you're doing. You're stringing, you want your cake. You want it, and you want to eat it too. You want to have a piece of it and have the whole cake. That is not life, sir. That is not real, and that's not realistic, and it's not fair to her. So you need to make some very hard decisions about how you're going to live your life. And I can understand why you'd be afraid, because I think what you're doing is you're imputing your own feelings on her. This woman is not taking your shirt to do any kind of voodoo, but you're afraid because you know what you've done to her. So fear is an amazing emotion that'll make us do some interesting things and say interesting things and accuse people of doing the things that they just don't even have the spirit to do. So it's time for you to make a decision. I'm not granting a temporary protective order. Not at all.
But in my house now, you have so many clothes.
I understand that. I mean, you live with this man. Why would you take a dirty t-shirt when you have everything of his in your house? I understand that.
I don't know where you're coming from with that word.
That's called guilt. No. Hold on a second. Hold on. Let me tell you what the problem is. The problem is you're married. You're still married. If you don't want to live in a state of marriage, you need to make a decision. As long as you are married to this woman, she has rights. Do you understand that? So you're trying to be married to her and have other relationships with other women? That's not the way. Maybe it goes like that in your country, but it does not go like that here in this country. So you need to make a decision. Either you're married to her and you stay married to her, or you're not married to her and you do something to this marriage. That's what you do. So you have a decision to make. I'm not granting the temporary protective order because she comes to your home. She comes to where you're staying and sees another woman there. Technically, she's still your wife. You're still her husband. If you want that to not be the relationship, you need to do something. Sir, is that clear?
That's clear now.
Good.